today we're going to be going over the best settings for Fortnite keyboard and mouse. These are my settings. I know some pros use these settings, but other than that, I think they're really great, and I think you should use them. So let's get into it. First, if you go into the settings menu, we have brightness. I usually set my brightness to 150, and my user interface contrast to 1.01x. My colorblind mode, it's usually at triple, and my colorblind strength is 10. Motion blur I usually leave off, and user interface parallax I usually leave on. I make sure I can see my FPS, but I use the report performance stats off. That's it. Now for my game. My matchmaking region is NA East, because that's just my region, but you can set that to whatever you want. I usually like to leave it on auto, so I can get the best performance. Auto run lock on. That's just where basically when you're auto running, it'll lock on to like a certain object and it'll just go towards it. So I usually leave that on. Double tap to auto run, I definitely leave that on. That's a very good thing to do when you're like AFK maybe. Toggle sprint on. Auto open doors on. Mental activation is hold jump, and hurdle activation is press jump. Hold to swap pickaxe is up. Is on. Toggle targeting would be off. This is on. Auto pick up weapons is off. Preferred item slots, I just put them in the normal ones, but you can configure them any way you want in the preferred item slots menu. And now, as we go down to reset building choice, I leave that on. Disable pre-edit option on. Turbo building on. Auto confirm edits, it's both. Simple edit off, unless you do want that on. Simple edit's pretty good for new, but I like to leave it off, because I think I'm pretty decent at building. Tap to simple edit is on. Contextual tips is on. I don't quite know what that is, but I just leave it on. It doesn't seem to change much. Invert view would be off. Invert airborne controls is on. Turbo delete and creative is on. Tap to search interact is on. I use these 75 degrees and 105 degrees. I believe these are pretty good because it gives me a good view of everything I need to see. Synchronize my emotes. These don't really matter that much because you can't really enable them or disable them in this menu, which I will go over later. Record replays, I usually leave them off. I don't know why that's on, but record replays also saves your device's storage so you can download more games. And then these are all rocket racing and energy saving modes, which you can do yourself. For the reticle and damage feedback, these are all just really intricate things, so I'm just going to scroll through them and you can rewind or pause when you need to see it. HUD scale at 70. And the patchwork and rock racing you can do yourself. It's kind of a thing that's personalized to each player. Now we're on to touch and motion. This one's pretty important. Activate mode, building, it's editing for me, because it's just the best in my opinion. Because I'm pretty sure it's the best in everyone's opinions, but whatever. Look stick effect is none. Gyro button is custom only. My sensitivity, which is really important, that's 20. My vertical horizon ratio is 1/1. First person mode is 100%, and steadying is 5.0. Acceleration at a medium, and then these are just, you're gonna have to customize them to your need. Now here's what you've all been waiting for, the mouse sensitivity. You can scroll through, I'm going to scroll through, and you can pause or rewind when you want to see. So there's that, and these you can set to whatever, but as you can see, my mouse sensitivity, everything is right here. These three are at 100, these two are at 47.3, and these are at 6.0. Alright, now onto the keyboard controls. These are my binds. Since there's a lot of them, I'll just scroll through. We've got the regular WASD for moving. Combat binds. Build binds, which are very important. And then the rest are customizable to your liking. Alright, now that's all with the best settings, but I think you should use them. They're really good, and they obviously improve your in-game play, because your settings are really important to how you play in-game. So I recommend using those settings, and see ya!